Hey guys, it's Candace with WeDharma.com. So today was a very interesting day. Sorry about this weird webcam, but my other computer is kind of not working, so we're gonna have to deal with this one for now. It's funny. Ever since I graduated from this last yoga training, I've noticed deeply how all teachers really say that yoga off the mat is really the more profound thing that we learn when we're learning yoga. Um, and I never really fully embodied how powerful that is, and I never fully understood why people would be obsessed with the practice and the asanas and things like that, the way that they were. Um, of course, I have my own relationship to it, but I think the key for me was daily practice, which really changed the way that I was in the world, immersed in it, and the way that I saw things and the people around me really affected the change as well. But the yoga off the mat has been something that's profoundly shifted me. And what that is living what you learn through your body on the mat and taking it off. And it's so funny how people don't, sorry, this room is hot. People don't realize, then I look naked, never mind. People don't realize that um, it's so important to really embody the things that your body is doing and use it as a mental teaching. And for instance, when you're pushing your body to hold a warrior one or warrior two or an Urdhva Dhanurasana, a wheel pose, or whatever it is for an extended period of time, and you're feeling that pain and you're feeling that strain in the muscle, and you tell yourself through your mind, you're controlling the mind, that's what yoga does, you're telling yourself that it's mind over matter. Your body's fine, pain response isn't real, because you're not hurting yourself, you're actually just pushing yourself. And when you can tolerate discomfort and it becomes an elegance, a grace, something that looks easy to other people when you do it, that's the yoga that you bring off the mat. When you're going through tragedy, when you're going through annoying circumstances, like the cab driver just now could not find his way around and I had to tell him. To me, it was almost funny because it's always a play on your mind. It's always a play on your ability to gracefully walk through something rather than reacting, rather than doing what you normally would do. It's changing it up. It's controlling your thoughts, controlling your actions, pushing yourself to the next level. I mean, I can say my discipline has gone through the roof since I've been doing a daily practice and really living, breathing, learning, teaching yoga. It doesn't have to be what you do on the mat. It can just be a mental sort of conditioning that you do with yourself. It can be a meditation. It can be just quieting the mind every day and realizing the thoughts that actually don't serve you. But I had some amazing experiences the last few days that showed how much my yoga has become an off the mat sort of life choice and lifestyle. And I want to share it with you all because it's completely um, made me adore the practice and commit to the practice even more than I already have been, which I didn't think it could be more, but it can always be more. It always goes up in yoga. And just to see the way that others interact with me and the amount of observation that goes into my daily life now and the amount of listening rather than talking and the amount of silence rather than the noise that I have in my head is just profound. And I think when we're ready for that shift, that's when we find these practices. But to really take the practice and use it as the test in life is where all the beauty of everything you go through in class comes through. And the poses get deeper and you get deeper. And the poses get more difficult and life becomes easier because you're not afraid of difficulty anymore. And you break barriers because you did it in class and you know that the barriers you're set in your head aren't the ones that really work for you anymore. And so it's a continual growing. It's a continual expansion of understanding our own abilities and the beauty that really is there for us every day to not only expand from, but create onto, and just you share with others and other people can feel it, and it's kind of like you allow them to be their better self when you are. And so it really just serves the world off the mat as it does on the mat. And that was my little my message to you today, because it really clicked for me recently, and I just think it's a beautiful way to be. So on that note, namaste. I'm gonna go watch some Jersey Shore.